Okay, have you ever felt that weird shiver down your spine just from hearing a whisper? Or maybe a wave of calm just from the sound of someone crinkling paper? If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. And it's not just in your head. Well, okay, it kind of starts there. Today, we're going to dive into the science behind ASMR, that tingling sensation that feels so strange, but also so good. So here's our game plan. First up, we're going to talk about the tingle itself. Like, what even is it? Then we'll get into all the surprising sounds that can set it off. After that, we are literally going inside the brain to see what neuroscience has to say. And finally, we'll look at the real science-backed benefits of this whole experience. All right, let's just get right into it. Section 1, that tingling sensation. So what in the world is this pleasant, kind of prickling feeling that so many people talk about? Seriously, think about it for a second. Have you ever been listening to something totally normal? Someone tapping their fingers or maybe turning a page, and all of a sudden you feel this weird shiver, not like you're cold, but more like a warm wave of calm just washes over you.
For people who get this, it is so much more than just a little feeling. It's often described as this genuine sense of pure well-being. Some people even call it euphoria. And here's what's so wild. You feel it physically, right? Like it's traveling down your body. But the whole thing is actually sparked deep inside your brain. And yeah, this sensation has a name. It's called ASMR, which is a mouthful. It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. A neuroscientist, Dr. Brain, basically defines it as that very distinct, pleasant tingle that usually starts at the top of your head and can just cascade all the way down your neck and spine. Okay, so now we know what it is. But what actually sets it off? Well, that leads us perfectly into our next section, where we're going to explore the sounds that trigger it. And the triggers are, well, they're all over the place. We're talking about really soft, intimate sounds like someone whispering, or those crisp, repetitive sounds like tapping or clicking. But it could also be the whoosh of a comb through hair, or even something as simple as crinkling paper. It really seems to be these quiet, close, kind of personal sounds that have the strongest effect. Kind of makes you wonder if it taps into some deep, primal feeling of being cared for, right? But why? Why do these specific sounds cause such a huge physical reaction? Well, the answer, it turns out, is found deep inside the ASMR brain. And this is where things get really, really cool, because the secret is all about how some of our brains are wired. So, according to Dr. Brain, brains that experience the chills of ASMR may also just be wired a little differently. And listen, this isn't just a hunch or some subjective feeling. It's a real physical difference in brain structure that scientists can actually see on brain scans. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so here's where the magic happens. When you get that ASMR tingle, it lights up parts of your limbic system, which you can think of as your brain's emotional headquarters. It's where you process things like pleasure, reward, and all those other powerful feelings. So it makes total sense that when a sound activates this area, it feels incredibly good. Now, this slide shows us the real secret sauce. In people who experience ASMR, the part of the brain that processes physical touch and sensation, that's the somatosensory cortex, it has extra strong connections to that emotional center we just talked about, the limbic system. It's almost like there's a direct hotline between hearing, feeling, and emotion. This unique wiring could be the exact reason why a simple sound pattern can trigger such a powerful physical and emotional response. So, okay, what's the big payoff for having this uniquely wired brain? Well, that brings us to the most practical part of our explainer, the real relaxation and the very real benefits. And look, while scientists are still working out the exact how and why of all this, one thing is crystal clear. The positive effects of ASMR are legit. They've been scientifically verified, they've been validated in studies. This means this is way, way more than just some passing internet trend. So what can ASMR actually do for you? The research is pretty compelling. For people who experience it, it can genuinely calm down feelings of anxiety, give your mood a real boost, physically lower your heart rate, and even help you get a better night's sleep. These aren't just vague feelings. These are measurable, tangible benefits that really show the power of this simple sensation. So ASMR is obviously more than just a weird little tingle. It's a genuine neurological phenomenon. It's proof of the incredible, unique wiring of our own brains, and it actually comes with proven benefits for our well-being. And really, that just leaves one final question for you to think about. What sounds trigger your brain?